that's what the game's going to be happening between Scotland and Ukraine June 1st. And the winner of that will take on Wales on June 5th in Wales. So Wales will get to host this game. I feel like Wales are the favorite here, Charlie. I'll come to you first again. Do they scare you at all if they end up getting into our group? We're going to play them first, so it's obviously an important game. We need to get the full 3 points. Are they the team you'd want to face out of these three, or the least you'd want to face? So give me some insight on what you're thinking about with regard to Wales.
I'm definitely not scared. When I look at Wales or Scotland or Ukraine, for that matter, there's nothing that scares me. I think if you're looking for game changers, Wales has Gareth Bale, and that's kind of the unknown, because when Gareth Bale is motivated and enjoying playing the game, he's a problem, and he can create from anything, a moment from shooting 30 to 40 yards out to a set piece to a counterattack. He's a beast, and there it is, Rafa Cardenas, exactly. He's a beast, so he could be a problem. Other than that, defensively, I don't think Wales can deal with us when we're at our best. So ultimately, if we play our game, like you always talked about, Heath, when we would play teams, we didn't really have to focus on what they do well. Of course, we know Gareth Bale, what he can do, even Aaron Ramsey when he's on and what he can do. Daniel James, we've seen him in the Premiership, what he can do, and his pace and kind of just his running off the ball. But if we focus on how we play and we win the second balls and the transitions on point and we finish our chances, we beat Wales.
Yeah, I mean, they do have Daniel James, which I think is a pretty big threat. They do have Harry Wilson, which I think is a pretty big threat.
Aaron Ramsey.
They got Rambo. I mean, again, don't know what Rambo you're going to get.
Joe Allen, he's the Welsh Xavi.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know what you're going to get from Gareth
Bale. Call him.
But they've got enough quality to be in the position that they're in now. They obviously can arrive on their day. I think these smaller nations are difficult because they come together. It tends to be a smaller. I don't want to call it a smaller nation, but the player pool is going to be a little bit more, I guess, smaller and more compact. They're going to play more games together over time, considering it's going to be a smaller elite player pool. I'm not saying that comparing to the US, but I'm saying just in terms of how this team is developed. So it's not an ideal one. They can have their day, but I do like, again, the way the US matches up against a Wales side.